Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. I must confess that this episode is going to be a complete disaster. Now, I do apologize in advance. You have to understand, I have been, for the last 4.5 hours, been playing nothing but Final Fantasy XIV Fall Guys. I am not exaggerating. I am not making that number up. I started at 5 a.m. and I ended at 9:30 a.m. and I took a 20-minute break. Well, I ended at like 9:40 and then I took like a 20-minute break. And here we are. It's 10 a.m. and we're playing some World of Horror because I never did the World of Horror because I rightfully assumed that, okay, Plunger wanted to do a little bit of League of Legends. We're going to play a few games of League, and then I'm going to record the World of Horror, then I'm going to go to bed. No, that's not what happened. I was playing Fall Guys while I was waiting for Plunger to play League of Legends, and one of my friends, she said, you have to get to 50 wins tonight, or else you're never going to do it. And I said, I don't want to do it. And she was like, you have to do it, because it's look who it is. We're gonna go Herald of the Shattered Court. We're dodging these. We dodge these.
Emmerdale.
Fall Guys is, something that exists.
Emmerdale.
Okay, we're back. I didn't want to, I didn't want to mess around here. So anyway, she was saying, you have to get to 50 wins tonight. Because if you don't get to 50 wins tonight, you're never gonna do it. We're gonna do, because I don't want to get Eldritch Parasite again, let's do Scars, why not? Random characters, Scars, Shattered Court. It's look who it is, we're Koji Gaming. So she said, you gotta get to 50 wins tonight. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And so I was playing Fall Guys, and then the moment Plunger showed up, I was like, I was having bad Fall Guys games, I was throwing, it was bad, I was getting farmed. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. So the moment Plunger shows up, I like run a couple more games to see if I can get a win. I can't. I leave, and then I go play League. And then we have detritus game after detritus game after detritus game. And I remember, like, okay, I couldn't get a win in League. I couldn't get a win in Fall Guys. I need to go back and I need to get a win in Fall Guys. And I ascended. I ascended in Fall Guys. I think in the stream, I had like 10 wins in total. I have 57 wins now. I have ascended in Fall Guys. I have ran the Gold Swiveler Gauntlet of being alive for 2 minutes against a god gamer. I have won Manderville Mountain against some truly spectacular gamers, people who I thought I would never be able to beat. And, you know, I also got Strength, Light Source, Knowledge, Boss Fight. It's everything but Dexterity, and remember your second enemy. We're going Knowledge and Strength, though. Those are the two most important stats. So, I have been through the ringer tonight. I have absolutely been through the ringer tonight. It feels horrible. I have pulled an all-nighter to exclusively play Fall Guys and get wins in Fall Guys. It feels absolutely awful. I cannot believe I've done this to myself. But I did. And so here we are. I don't know why I did it, but I have 57 wins, so I'm probably going to get the Queen Bean title, which is the only reason I'm doing any of this for. If you want to know why I played Fall Guys for 4.5 hours, it's because if you win 100 times, you get a title called the Queen Bean, or the King Bean if you're a male character, but I play a female character, so it's the Queen Bean. I don't know why, but I looked at that and I was like, yeah, this is the greatest. This is the greatest title in the game. Absolutely. Bar none. Best title in the game. There's no title that could potentially be better than this. Survivor's Guilt kind of sucks to get Mystery 1. But you know, it is what it is. We run Hardware Store. We take whichever one of these dumbass weapons shows up first. And I gotta be real with you. I don't even know if the video is gonna be done, like, checking for monetization. Because the videos have to, like, check for, like, 40 minutes before you upload them. And I normally upload them, like, pretty significantly in advance, you know? I don't have any problem with that. I'm uploading them, like, 9 hours early sometimes, 6 hours early other times. And, you know, it really does just tend to... Do I really want to do... Yeah, it's a 90% chance times 2. Of course we take that. Like, obviously. Now, if we miss, we're gonna cry, but, you know, it is what it is. We can totally win these. If we die immediately, I'll give you another run. Hello, dog. What are you doing? What is she doing? What is she cooking? She's just chilling? Look at her go. Now, listen, she woke up naturally. She was sleeping this whole time. The sun has risen long ago. And she's just like, alright, it's time to be awake. Because we're not taking naps here. And I'm like, yeah, that's so true, bestie. So true. We're not taking naps here. We are out here. We are living. But, sorry, I was distracted momentarily, okay? I was distracted momentarily. She's out on an adventure. She's going to the window. There's nothing I can do. Why didn't I just desperation before? I'm kind of stupid, you know? But here we go. We're here. We're out here. We're living. The commentary is goddamn incoherent. I told you this? No, I typed this on a community post. But we're going to be uploading Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays for, like, bonus videos. That's what we're going to be doing. And there is also going to be something that is less frequent. So right now what we have is Gloomwood and RimWorld. Now, I do have a little bit of a little sneaky thing to admit, and I am sorry about this. I haven't recorded any RimWorld yet because I have not gotten the mod list down yet. I'm sorry. It's all post-Christmas. That's why RimWorld's coming out on Saturday. So I've got a whole week to figure out the mod list, play test it, and then get the main character of RimWorld back, because I'm gonna have to, because I don't know if I have that save file anymore. If I have that save file, then we can just match the mods, and that would work, but I'll have to see what I can do. I might have to do a little careful... I might have to prepare a little carefully. Just a little bit. Do we do Coma? I don't want to run Coma right now. These all suck. I almost want to run Flood. I don't want to run Flood, though. We run Coma, then Flood, I think? That sounds good. Oh, yeah, I don't have Koji's item, which is, like, kind of cowardice, so let's grab it real quick. But what I was gonna say is we're gonna be having a impromptu thing, and it is not going to be... What is she doing over there? She's looking out the window. I'm glad everybody's like, oh, I'm stupid as hell, I'm so sorry. You know, if this is the only misplay we make in this video, God help me, I'll take it. We take those. But we're going to be doing on and off, because it's not going to be a consistent thing, but when we do it, it will be uploaded. We're going to be doing a Lethal Company with Kiwi. Now, you might be wondering why specifically Kiwi. Here's the deal. There was a beta branch for Lethal Company that was introduced, okay? And in that beta branch... We do have to rest, yes. I'm sorry. In that beta branch, what you can do... Hello? What are you doing down there? You're getting abducted into the chair? And now you're gonna sit down in the chair. Yes, there she is. Look who it is. Well, I guess you can't see her, but she's here, sitting on the chair now. Because she was scampering all around. And I was like, you know, it's actually the daytime, so I have to pay attention to you. Listen, I know that sounds mean, but, like, when I'm asleep, I can't pay attention to her, you know what I mean? Like, I'm unconscious at that point. I'm not conscious. So, like, I just have to presume that she's asleep too, or at the very least not getting up to trouble. But she could get up to some trouble. She could get up to some devious trouble. Looking outside, barking at people. Absolutely. Oh, are we dead? No, I have a spell. I have Cauterize. What on earth is happening? But yeah, so we're gonna... RimWorld will be a thing, so don't worry too much about it. RimWorld will be real. It will exist. I fully intend to do it. I just have not gotten around to doing the mod list yet. And I wonder why. It's almost like I'm like just completely disrespecting and wasting my time for no reason. 52 hertz. 52 hertz. It was everything but dexterity, right? I'm pretty sure it was everything but dexterity. So we take these. Did I already get? Yeah, we did. So we can use the bath, and I think we need to get greedy here, I think. We need to get greedy here. That's gonna sound, like, insane. Oh, I never got the dust of seeing. That's true. That would have been very helpful in what we're about to do right now. Now, can we... The police station's on the school. Can we save a little grace and a little face and not die to a single school investigation? That would be nice. That would be pretty cool. I could get behind that. I could get down with that. Honestly, I think we might be spamming the camera here. It depends, though. Like, first of all, we have to not die here. Let's go. You love to see that. Honestly, I kind of want to go theologist so that we can... I think you might think I'm crazy here. You might think I'm crazy. And I think I'm a little bit mad, too. I think I'm a little bit insane. But, oh yeah, I never really finished the thought with the Lethal Company thing, right? So Lethal Company, there is an update that's on the beta branch. It doesn't really add a lot to the game, just sort of like quality of life stuff, I guess. And one of the things that they add is a weekly challenge mode, where everybody gets the same seed, everybody gets the same layout, the same loot drops. I've heard that monsters spawn at different times, but like the layout of the map and the loot drops are exactly the same, right? So, oh, that's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So what we can do is, I think we just start with this, right? And I mean, why not just run it back? No, we need to attack. We need to attack, and then you run it back just a little bit more. But this gets them down to 0, yeah? You dodged the attack. Me when I dodged the attack. So true, bestie. I wonder what happens if you use this again. Like, I'm just curious. Like, I don't actually know. Like, does it goes down to -10? Does that work? Does that give you accuracy? It does? Excuse me? What on earth? You can minus the enemy's accuracy and that gives you bonus? I'm in a new world. I'm in a new world right now. What is this? Is camera based? I think camera might be based. I'm gonna flash him again just so that we can guarantee the just so that we could potentially dodge one reason. Oh my god, we did. What on earth? This is kind of crazy. This is kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's kind of different with it. We do be taking some photos, though. For real. So, yeah, there's a weekly challenge mode in Lethal Company on the beta branch. So, today, technically, I wish it was tomorrow when I was recording this. But today, Kiwi and I are going to do the challenge mode. And I don't know how he wants to do it. I'm going to be real with you. I don't really have, like, a lot of integrity for this stuff. In the sense of, like, I just think it's fun. And so, like, if Kiwi wants to roll up alts so we can practice the layout and then try to get a good high score, or if Kiwi's... I think Kiwi's a real one, though, honestly. I think Kiwi's a real one. I think what he'll want to do is probably 82%, huh? What if I just did this again, huh? Goddamn punk. Huh? Goddamn punk. How does that work? I'm very curious of how that works, you know what I mean? Like, anybody else like, we seem to dodge those, like, all the time. You know what I mean? Like, doing that, we seem to dodge those pretty reliably. I wonder if it gives us, like, 2 dice rolls at it. That's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna... the way that I would do it, if I was doing it alone, okay, is I would just run it blind, and then whatever score I get is whatever score I get. I'm pretty sure that's how Kiwi's gonna want a game too, because Kiwi's a real one, right? But I'm not really gonna care. Like, if Kiwi wants to practice on, like, an alt account and then go in, or if he does research on his own, or, like, gets tips or advice or whatever, I don't really care. I don't really care at all. I think what I'm going for there is just having a good time with a pal, and it gives Kiwi and I a good sort of environment, because we're both profitable employees for the company. Real and true, real and true. But, you know, how could you blame a guy for wanting to be profitable to the company, man? You gotta cut him a little bit of slack here, honestly. I mean, I want to discard items, but, like, I don't really... I think we prepare ourselves, because that actually works now. It gives you a curse. And I don't really want a curse right now? That's weird as hell. We don't have any items that I want to discard. Like, we can't discard the research notes, and the film roll can be discarded, but I don't know if I want to discard it. Am I going to be able to get away with discarding it? Like, are y'all going to let me... But we have Akamanto, right? So it's like... Do we care? Like, what if I just use the camera? Like, you know what? Listen. I am in a no thoughts, head empty situation right now, okay? What I want is to just take pictures of enemies, and it gets silly, it gets really funny, and then we win the game, okay? That is the mindset and the headspace that I have energy for right now. And so that's what we've got to do. You can probably tell that I'm absolutely zonked out of my mind, just from, like, I've stayed up all night, and all I can think about is Fall Guys. All I can think about is Fall Guys. All I've done is Fall Guys. It's just all falling. It's all falling. I keep falling. And listen, let me tell you something. In Fall Guys, I do not care if I get into a solo lobby. I will not leave the solo lobby because that's cheating. I will take every single solo lobby that I luck into, 100%. But I will not fish for solo lobbies. The degeneracy that I enjoy in Fall Guys is dodging lobbies of people who I know I can't beat, because they're just too strong. They're just too strong. Because for those of you who don't know, there's a Fall Guys collaboration with Final Fantasy XIV. And in this collaboration, it is literally just time trial ghosts. That is all it is. That is look who it is. That is all it is. Okay? And so you have no counterplay to somebody being better than you. And so, while I did pull off some absolutely baller things... How many curses do we have? Oh, thank God. It's easy for me to comprehend. Because we need to... We're gonna need to rest as well. What if, and this is true. What if and this is true, okay? We went... You're not gonna like this. It's look who it is. I only did that because we got an Akamanto mask in our back pocket. Give me sanity, sanity, sanity or money. We take those. And then we rest again. I almost hit prepare. That would have been bad. We can win this. We can win this. I don't remember our second enemy at all, but we can win this. Absolutely. Do I care? Kind of? I kinda care. I should have taken a picture, honestly. It would have lasted longer. This is huge, by the way. A lump of flesh moment's pretty based. We do love to see that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, okay? We are going to take a couple of photos, and then we're gonna prep an attack, alright? That's what we're gonna do. And we didn't dodge. We did not dodge, so we eat one of these lumps of flesh. We got branded. Branded is not great. You don't love to see that. What's our hit chance? 90? Okay, okay. So, we send them, we flash, and then we send them again. I don't really know how well that works, but we take those, and then we're gonna block, and then we're gonna send them. Yeah, we're gonna take -1 to all, and then he's dead. Akamanto, prey slaughtered. I have no idea what's happening. I am purely along for the ride. You are seeing primal World of Horror gameplay right now that is completely, like, just... You are seeing insane World of Horror gameplay right now. I am dying on camera as I speak. Okay, we're good. We level up. We take a point of knowledge. We are eating... Oh, look at that. No Heart of Darkness? Can you believe it? No Heart of Darkness just a week away? Holy crap. Okay. That's actually pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting that to happen. I would love to take +1 point of knowledge. I'll take sanity anyways, because that's what I need. I did 4.5 hours of Fall Guys tonight. I did 4.5 hours of Fall Guys. I have 57 wins. I think it was 57 wins. I don't actually remember anymore. Can you believe it? Take a photo and it'll last longer. So true, bestie, so true. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think... Okay. I cannot articulate this correctly because I am, again, dying. But, is it possible that using the camera multiple... Oh, God, what is this? Oh, God, what is this? Okay, let's be reasonable, okay? Let's think about this for 5 seconds. I think it was Ghoul. I'm gonna go with Ghoul. I was correct. I was like, Gigolo was the first one. I think Ghoul was the second one. It wasn't Sweaty Assailant because Homie was in like Mystery 3 or whatever. Yeah, it was like Mystery 3, right? Because we waited before. Yeah. Homie was in Mystery 3. That's crazy. We got really lucky with combat. Don't get me wrong. Oh God, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. That's how horrible the vibe is right now. How much in shambles it is. But listen. I was bad at Fall Guys, now I am marginally less bad at Fall Guys. And the degeneracy that I enjoy is very simple. I dodge lobbies that I don't want to play, and I will take any free solo lobby that the game gives me. And I will get this dumbass Queen Bean title before it goes away. It's not even going away, it's just gonna be a seasonal thing. Like, Fall Guys will just gradually come back in rotation, but I never want to do this shit again, it's horrible. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. We're gonna not do Fall Guys for 4.5 hours, when I would normally be trying to go to bed. We're gonna not do that. We're gonna not do that. I don't need to. I don't need that in my life. Although it was really funny. On the bright side, I did get to catch up with a few of the Europe players who are in my FC. I don't talk to them very often, because I don't usually log on in the morning or like the afternoon. I'm usually logging on like late at night when they're going to bed. So it was nice. Got to wave hello, got to catch up, got to chat for a little bit, you know, take the good fallen with the bad fallen. But yeah, no, I fall into the abyss of taking a nap, hopefully. Yeah. And then Lethal Company with Kiwi. We're gonna do that weekly. Well, we might not do it weekly. I don't want to put words in Kiwi's mouth, but it's like a weekly challenge. And so, because it's work, you know, it's the company. We'll do that on Mondays probably, but I'm not putting that on a schedule. Because Kiwi's a busy guy, you know. We're gonna try to do it on Fridays when he's free, but he's a busy guy. I'm not gonna put any pressure on him. If we record one, it'll be up on Monday. If we don't record one, it won't be up on Monday. That'll be how it is. And, oh yeah, so, for me, I'm pretty sure I already said this. I would just go in. I would just go in blind, which I'm pretty sure is how you're supposed to do weekly challenges. And I would just send it. I would run it down. I would try to get as much money for the company as possible. And I think that's what Kiwi's gonna want to do, too. But yeah, that's, listen, I'm gonna have to apologize that this episode was horrible. But I will still give you your call to action. Please leave comments down below in this video and in the Lunacid video. That one was a good episode. It has me making a weird noise, and Josephine was merciless. She even called me on Discord to say, hey, you made a dumb noise. I'm gonna over-exaggerate it in the video so people make fun of you. And I'm like, you piece. You absolute piece. But you know what? She deserves a little bit of revenge because of the amount of times I swear in those videos. It's absurd. Absolutely insane. She's gonna start charging me 50 cents for the F-bombs. I'm gonna go broke by the end of the month. Anyways, that was a joke. For legal reasons, that was a joke, okay? For legal reasons, that was a joke. Yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Lunacid, Gloomwood, Rimworld, and a little Lethal to come. And some of you might have noticed that there was a little question mark on that community post for Sunday. And all I gotta say is, I'm cooking, let me cook. And then, of course, we've got our Christmas special on the 25th, okay? We've got our Christmas special on the 25th, so don't miss that. I don't know if I want that to be a premiere. Because the problem is, like, this might be giving the game away a little too much, but I don't think it would be a good premiere. I think that's giving the game away a little bit too much. It would be a bad premiere. It would be something that would be bad to premiere. So I think it's probably just going to be a video. But, yeah, no, that's a real thing. That's a real and true thing. It's gonna be exciting, though. And so, yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. See ya. Stay safe out there. Bye. I'm gonna go fall into the abyss of sleep. I did that bit already. That's what we call sleep deprivation. All for this. This was me for several hours, and by several I mean 4.5. This was me. Nah, I'd win. And I did win some of those. I had a horrible gold swiveler game where it lasted for the whole 2 minutes because me and the guy was a 1v1, which I'd never even seen before, by the way. I just got incredible RNG of, like, getting the Sorcery Siege for every 1v1 that I've ever had, and then I got gold swivel 1v1 tonight. That was, like, one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life, by the way. We were there for the whole 2 minutes. That was stressful as hell, because that guy, Bick, B-I-K-K, that was their name. I'm going to assume it's not offensive, because usually Final Fantasy is pretty good about not letting you have an offensive name. Bick Lighter, he just swept me in every game we played, and then we got that 1v1 on the Gold Swiveler. We both lasted for the entire 2 minutes. I had seen obstacles spawn in that survival mode that I had never seen before. And then, like, an hour later, 40 minutes later, we got into another 1v1 lobby again. We got to round 2. Gold Swiveler, he fell off.